Hello everybody, it's time for another weekly read. I'm actually filming this on Monday because this weekend was too busy for me to have time to stop and film this, but it's just a weekly read. And yeah, as I said, last week was kind of busy. We had my friend's wedding and also the Dublin Literary Awards results for the winner were announced. I have a video up with my reaction if you want to watch that. I was okay with the winner, but not my favorite. And yeah, and I have read a bit, but not as much as I wanted to. So I finished one book this week. I finished The Art Leader, which was my pick for Invisible Cities project for North Korea. And this is a non-fiction book about a man in North Korea that was framed for a murder, and he has to flee. So it's his experience of fleeing, but also because he had a relatively higher post in the North Korean government. He also talks a little bit about how the North Korean government works. And I mean, in some parts it was just like the typical adventure of these people living in North Korea, which is terrible, but it's also known. But there were some other details that I didn't know about, so I enjoyed reading this. I was happy with that. And then the things that I'm currently reading, so I'm still reading in Upriver by Michael Brown, which was my reread for this month, and it was supposed to be Springathon book, but Springathon is finished and I'm still not finished. I'm about halfway through, but I kind of put this in pause. And also A Promised Land by Barack Obama, I didn't read any of that this week either, because I wanted to read In Memory of Memory by Maria Stepanova, which is my last book that I have to read for the International Booker Prize. And I am also about halfway through that. So that one is about, it's like essays about the way we remember things. And some points are interesting, but most of it is just honestly kind of boring and kind of pretentious. So yeah, I'm struggling a bit with that, but I'm about halfway through. I'm hoping I get a big chunk of that done today because it's a holiday today in the Netherlands, so I don't have to work. And then after that, I can go back to A Promised Land and Upriver and finish those before the end of the month. And the other thing I want to read before the end of the month is this one, Madagascar, a Short History, by Solofo Randrianja. And this is one of the few Madagascar books that were in my library. And this one is a short history, non-fiction history of Madagascar, which would be very interesting to know, but it also looks kind of dense, so I hope I can finish this next week. Yeah, we will see. But as you see, like this I got from the library because the library is open again. Last Thursday they opened, so I went and got some other things. Apart from that, I also got Bias in Beirut by Iman Humayun Jones, which is my pick for Lebanon for Invisible Cities next month. I also picked A Pale View of Hills by Kazuo Ishiguro, which I heard is one of his better ones, but less known ones. So I was curious about that one. And then I also picked up Pet by Akweke Messi because I thought this is supposed to be a middle grade, so it's supposed to go fast. And I kind of want something fast and nice to read next week. So yeah, those are the books I picked up from the library and the books I have been reading. Hopefully I have better news for you next week when I am a little bit more settled and I can finish some books, hopefully. And yeah, let me know what you have been reading, what you have been enjoying this week, and until next video, bye!